What's up is down, what's left is right. Chasing stars and holding you. I can't see the end, but we'll see it through. Times don't fly too high. Be sure to keep the ground in sight. Fly forever if you keep it tight. Love the world but keep the sky on your mind.
Well, hello everyone. Oh, I was thinking it was gonna change somehow. Welcome aboard. Let me get outside the plane here. Goodness gracious. Folks, we're here in Manassas, Virginia, just south of the U.S. Capitol there in Washington, D.C. at Jet Aviation, and we are getting ready to depart with Millennium Aviation. We're flying for today on their destination of the month flight. Now, I was kind of hoping it was going to be somewhere else, but I'm not in the decision making of that, nor do I want to be. I just like going where they come up with. So they came up with a good one. I think you all, well, we'll see. How many of you all really know aviation? Okay. What event occurred in December, not including Pearl Harbor, in the history of aviation in the month of December? I know that's a big open question. We'll see if anyone was listening last time. It's great that you all view, but man, if you're listening, give yourself an extra. We'll give it a couple seconds here while I get my laptop to play nice. There it goes. And I'll be honest, I did not know the actual date. But thanks to Millennium Aviation, I now know. Okay, that's long enough. It's on the 17th of December, not today, but on the 17th of December, 1903. Is that helping to ring any bells? You know what? We'll be nice. We'll give you another minute because the ad break show's coming up. Not sure if it will, but we'll give it another minute or so and then we'll see. But anyway, folks, we're sitting, like I said, in Manassas, getting ready to fire up the KingAir. Oh, that could be another clue. It's a short runway. So we'll kind of see if anyone's clued in yet. I can see you all Googling. I can hear those keys screaming in the background. Again, 1903 will narrow it down. Hopefully you know that year. If not, at least open up Wikipedia, folks. All right. What happened back in 1903, December 17th? Actually, a day we all remember. Because you see it every day when you're at an airport. It's the day the first flight occurred with the Wright brothers. I knew 1903, but I did not know the date. And I happened to live for a while in the city they were born, Dayton, Ohio, where flight began. So that is where we're headed. The name of the airport is First Flight. Kill Devils Hills, I believe, is the name of it, in North Carolina. So we'll get through these ads. They're still saying they're coming. I haven't seen them yet fire up. I'm going to give them the 30 seconds here, and then we're going to get this show rolling here, folks. Yeah, we're going to go from Manassas to Kill Devils, North Carolina. It is one of the barrier islands, so ought to be a fun flight. 3,000-foot runway staring us down. Ooh, hopefully my flying skills are a little better. Well, that was takeoff where we had trouble. Hopefully they're better. So, but anyway, folks, that doesn't look like we're going to ads. Oh, yeah, we are. We'll see you in 1 minute, folks. All right, to the subscribers, shame on you for not knowing that answer. Even Google didn't help you. Wow. Anyway, but anyway, thanks for being with Flying with Mike. Thanks for your, uh, uh, thanks just for being part of Flying with Mike. I always just stumble for words because it's just so amazing to have the group we have here with Flying with Mike, both the following side and then those that took the extra step and subscribed, even if it's just for the ad-free viewing. Thank you so much. So, oh, you gotta love AI traffic. It went right through our plane. Oh, so anyway, let's get this little firecracker fired up and get rolling. Welcome back, followers from the ad break. You're gonna only get this one time. Well, okay, maybe a couple to help you out if you get a little exacerbated. Every 20 minutes, we're gonna roll a minute of commercials. If you don't want to partake in commercials, you can always subscribe. That is the big perk. Subscribing to your favorite streamers allows you not to see the commercials. Um, so I leave that up to you, though. I'm not going to sit here and say, you ought to subscribe. This is mandatory. No. I would like to say this is mandatory you follow. I don't even go that far. I leave it up to you. And for those of you who have subscribed, thank you, or subscribed, thank you. For those following, thank you. And you know what? Just those who tune in, tune out, tune in, lurk, like some people we know. Hey, power to you, man. Thank you so much for being a part of Flying with Mike. We really do appreciate you. All right. So as we've said, we are headed to Kill Devils Hills, North Carolina. It is on the barrier island and sits right where the Wright brothers made their first powered flight in 1903. So, and we are going to do it in the aircraft that, might look similar to their first flight. No, when I fly it. No, it's the KingAir C90. This comes with X-Plane 12, folks. No mods to it, just beautiful plane. Once you get a hang of it, get some things, put on your yoke or stick or whatever you're flying with, It's really a gem to fly. I love flying it. I don't fly it enough. I know that, folks, just like the Citation 10. But when I do, and I get back and I start getting comfortable, oh wow, what a plane to fly. So, and we did do some circuits offline a couple days ago, trying to work out a couple bugs that I have with me trying to figure the plane out. So hopefully we did that. All right, enough chitty chat. Let's get in the cockpit and light this thing up. All right, what we're going to do first, we're just going to go on external power, turn on the avionics. Let's build our flight plan first, shall we? For that, we'll use Sim Toolkit. Real quick, I think I put it in there, but if I didn't, here, let me do it again. Here is the route today. In case you missed it, we're going to depart 3-4 right. Arsenal 5 departure to FLUKY, to BRV, to Norfolk ORF, to first flight. Pretty simple. We'll get it into flight plan real quick here. All right, let's see what we're flying out of here with. 4 people today. Sounds good. 800 pounds of payload, 1,893. Excuse me, folks. Came off work today, so still a little tired. Just under 1,900 pounds of fuel. And we got a great flight. We're going to head up. We're not going to go to 25,000. We'll go to 21,000, assess, and then go on. You can see a big blob barreling down on us. All right, so there you have it, folks. Nav graph wise, it looks like this. I'll switch it into the sectional that many of you all are used to seeing. Again, we're in the front range of the Appalachians, so while it will be a little hilly down below, it's nothing like what's west of us. And then off ORF to first flight. All right, so let me center in on that. And real quick, so we can get that taken care of, here's our departure, folks. Again, 3-4 right. So we're going to climb to 341 at 800 feet, make a left turn, direct us Casanova VOR on the radio 56, then cross Shirley, right here at 2000. Then cross the VOR itself at 3000. And then we'll go out on the 148 radio from Casanova to FLUKY and cross, and then on to our assigned. And our assigned is FLUKY, climbing on up to 21,000. So as you can see, departure will be 128,525 or whatever it is, if it's even up. 192 on the altitude here, and transition is 18,000. All right, pretty simple stuff here. It is a standard VOR departure, so yes, you could actually fly it VOR to VOR. Pretty simple stuff. And then for taxi, we're just going to pull out to Echo, probably like Bravo 4 and take off. We don't need to go all the way. And we'll do Bravo 4. That'll be plenty of runway. All right, so I'm going to get rid of this and a Sim Toolkit. Let's get into planning our flight here. F plan. All right, so push the cursor here and then roll it down. Our first fix is stand by FLUKY, FLKY. FLUKY US Northeast. Let's press enter and accept. Okay, that looks about right. And then next up will be BRV, BOR. Oh, okay. Give me a second here. I like to. This one, I want to make sure we get right. Okay, that's good. Enter. Okay, and then finally ORF. All right, and there you have it, folks, our flight plan. Now make sure, doesn't matter if you're in the Citation or the Cessna 172, put the airport as your final fix. KF. Okay, folks, there you have it. Pretty simple, very easy to read. Pull this up. Why it loaded like this, I have no idea. And I'm going to do exactly the same thing here just to have it as a backup. All right, so push, pull down, FLUKY. Okay, enter, accept. Then we go to BRV. And then from BRV to Norfolk. Okay, finally close it out. Okay. And then go ahead and click back to flight plan. And this one, you got to click up one. For the top one, all you got to do is click flight plan in your back. All right, so you can see we're basically loaded. However, remember, we're taking off runway 34 right. We can actually set up a departure here. Sure. Look at that. It just loaded your departure that we just looked at. Pretty. That's actually something I'm kind of really liking, folks. If I bring in just the standalone charts, okay, we can kind of double check everything here. Real quick. Here's the Arsenal departure. Remember, we're going to climb to 800 feet, intercept the radial 56 or 236 inbound course to Casanova, cross Shirley at 2000. Now, it's not going to give you altitudes. Casanova, FLUKY, BRV, boom, look at that. It's all correct. So you hit the flight plan, and we are, says, there we go, ready to go. All right, so we'll put that back. Now, while we have this all fired up, let's get our frequencies in place. Okay, so our first one is FLUKY, I'm sorry, Casanova. So that'll be 116.3. And then BRV is 14.5. And then for now, we'll keep that off. This right here is just we're on the battery, so we're done. Turn the master switches off. And there you go, folks. Now we can just sit and wait on the customer. And when the customer gets here, we'll do our fire up. So while we wait a couple seconds here, let's get the aircraft loaded, shall we? 800. That's our outbound request. Fuel 1893. Okay. Up, the limo is pulled up, folks, so they'll be in the plane here shortly. So while the first officer attends to them, we're going to begin our outright, let's get ready to go. So we got our load and baggage secured, weight CG checked, emergency exits locked, control locks. Good to me on the ailerons. The elevators are moving. And the rudder pedals down on the floor are moving. Okay, good. Parking brake is set, overhead panel. Let's get that set. And you could have done this with the external power on. Okay. Okay, lights are set. All right, so condition levers full forward. Props are full forward, conditions are idle cutoff, throttles are moving, and we're ready to begin our testing. Fuel boost pumps, cross feed open. Okay, battery switch on. Okay. And we are for pumps. We're ready for engine start, folks. Battery switch on. Okay, right hand ignition switch. This is when I get rid of these. Really only need them on landing. Alright, we are ready to fire up. Okay, ITT's up, oil pressure's up. And let's go back, kill the starter switch. Okay. Right generator on. Okay. And now let's take it up to high RPM. Okay, left one, start. Okay, and with that we can now go ahead and throttle up the left engine as well. Alright, and all but the inverter. Okay, let's turn on the avionics again. Okay, the center didn't come on because about ready to go, folks. Okay. Everything is ready to go. Just getting my flight plan into the system, folks. There we go, and of course we're starting pick cars. right, there we go, folks. Just verify my code sign. Okay. Alright folks, sorry for that, just getting the last minute things taken care of here. Alright, who's ready to go fly with Mike? Alright, last minute things, let's get the pilot air on, defrost air on, because we know we got rain moving in. Okay, we're all set there. Transfer, crossfeed, auto. Manassas traffic, Air Flight 572, taxi to 34. It's always nice to be rolling 30 minutes into this. Makes me feel better. Alright folks, and a couple of notes to get out for you here. I'm going to give you a link here as soon as we get going south. Just got to make a bit more of a turn. Oh, let's get up to the taxiway. Alright, we're flying, like I said, for Millennium Aviation, folks. If you are indeed out there looking for an airline, they are a good one to join. A lot of different opportunities there for you. You can fly plain old airline aircraft from, say, your RJs and turboprops all the way up to the big heavies, and there are no hour restrictions, folks, so you can join and start flying what you want in the open division. You could also, if you wanted to, partake in a Russian aircraft. They have all different types of aircraft for you to fly. And liveries, there are no set ones, although they do have a couple special ones. We've spotlighted them. That one for the 737, folks, outstanding. 3 different ones. Let's say you want to take up a KingAir. Hey, wait a minute. I know somebody doing that. You can fly, sign up for their charter division. How about you like flying 707s, 727s, Boeing, what was it, 370s, I think 77s, the prop two double decks or DC-6, Connies, and the historic division would be also one to sign up for. Charter division would also open up all of the aircraft folks, and if they don't have a route, you can just make your own. Say you want to fly from, I don't know, Mid-America Airport, which, by the way, they don't have that, to anywhere. Just make the route up. So, also, you can fly militarily. So, a whole plethora of different options for you to sign up for once you're on board. So, and a great Discord, great software. We're using the Smart Cars 3 now, and man, really nice. So, really great bunch of people. You know the CEO if you're any pilot who loves watching flight sim videos. The man Captain Mac may ring a bell to you. He's the CEO. He formed the airline. So just magnificent, and hat off to him, because to be honest, or you can blame him. Well, I mean, I'll leave that in your wheelhouse. Sorry, Cap. He's what instrumentally helped me pull the trigger and start streaming. So, blessing or a curse, or both, however you want to look at it. But he is one of those that really helped me in crossing over into the streaming. Now, he's not live most of the time, but I chose that route versus the video route because I really don't know how to edit. And if you've seen 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hour videos from me, you'll understand I don't edit. So, but anyway, we are working our way down. The website's there, by the way, for Mac Air in the chat room. Give them, I always say, look before you leave.
North traffic.
You should always do that, folks. If you're going to
Traffic
leave,
2031 taxi, runway 30.
Always check out the airline, see if it really is for you. If it really is good. There's a couple out there that I really put some heavy caveats on. This one, folks, they're just a great bunch of people. I've actually flown with some of these people longer than being with Mac Air, so it's just, they're great, and I can't speak, but most of our flights we do on here, I'm logging time with Mac Air. Alright, so here we are, folks. Anyway, we finally made it to the runway. Just roll up to the hold line. See what's all been missed. Alright, so we've taxied out. Okay, boost pumps, prop sync, need to get that turned on. Trim, let's get that set for takeoff. Okay. 21, alright, and condition levers, we'll set them to high now. Oh, let's see. Alright, there we go. Auto feather arm. Props, okay. Icing, we're not too worried. Boost pumps are on friction. Avionics, radar all set and ready. Only thing I wanted to just need the runway heading 341. If I had a critique of this aircraft, folks, I don't care
Dulles traffic, United departing runway 30, Dulles.
for this kind of setup, folks. It's just cumbersome. I mean, I know they do, but they have their hand on it and they're able to look closer. So, it's just for me cumbersome. Okay, we're all set, we're all set. Let's get down here, just double check our pressure. Set to 21, not 23. Okay. Okay, I set our decision height to 400, so I know when we cross it, we can then begin our turn. Actually, it's 200 feet. 800 feet, so we're still shy of it. Okay, we don't need any ice. We're ready to go. All right, and we're squawking. I say we're ready to go. Manassas traffic, November 43 X-ray Sierra, departing 34 right, air flight 572. Lights off. Strobes on. Go, folks. that right there is why. I wouldn't care if you're in VR or not, folks. You can sit there and just walk. It wouldn't help.
Thinking.
Okay, let's see how our climb rates do on speeds. A little fast, but overall we're doing good. Wasn't a bad takeoff. Not as bad as the one last time. And keep going this way. Right, we are on our way. Could have put some flaps out, I didn't. But we're on our way. We're on GPS now. Climbing on up to 21,000. Yes, I know. Chart said 2,000. In this plane, we set the props to 2,000, hoping I'm going to go ahead. ITT under red line as well as the torque. Obviously the props are fine, the turbine is fine. There is a mod out there that we've affectionately nicknamed the Fireball. You have to, if you don't do any of that, folks, you will lose engines. And if you don't run with any ice on your engines on the ground, you could run into troubles. Alright, we're crossing 10,000. Lights are off. Let's go ahead and start in climb speed. Come down to 500 feet a minute. 160. As we're beginning, not yet, getting close to the turn in Casanova. Alright folks, we're going to let the IAS control us now. Now granted, a real plane would actually be up closer to 200. I don't think this one can do it in a climb. But, you know, we're going as fast and efficiently as we can. So, and I think that we're going to vary from 500. That may set us up a little bit. But it's going to basically hold us at 160 in this cruise climb. Alright folks, just kind of, yeah, we're gonna take over the VS here. I hope y'all enjoyed. That was actually not a bad departure. Just make sure we're here. Okay, we're headed now to Rook VOR. So I am gonna set that up over here. That'll give us our information. Now, you can still center things, not the CDI. The CDI is pointing on the course on our GPS, but everything else will set up. Now, if you wanted to, you could, actually, let's do it this way. I can center it. I can't. And we are roughly 15 miles out. Then we'll make our turn to Norfolk. Norfolk VOR, just so everyone's aware. About 16:09. Again, could fly this VOR to VOR. And actually the plane's doing quite well. I'm just trying to keep a balance between the IT not going over red or the torque. The blades are set at 2,000. They're going to stay at 2,000 RPM. So that isn't going to be an issue for us. Okay, so after takeoff, flaps up, autopilot engineer. Set single phase off on the feather. Engine instruments we monitor are disconnected up and out of this choose. And check our pressure. To check the pressure, unfortunately, folks, it's right where the condition levels are. It looks like everything's fine. 15. You can see now why I wanted to just let her, I just let her keep going. Had I leveled off at 2,000, we might have flown it that way. Alright, looks like I'm going to need to lower those to 500 feet a minute. Okay. Regain some airspeed here. And there you have it, folks. We're on our way to our first flight occurred. Not first contact, first flight. And I am going to take this time now to take a little break, look through the chat, and see what all I missed. Okay, we're getting ready to make the turn here at BRV. And that's a 103-mile run to Norfolk. have to say, other than the way this layer looks, the clouds look really good. I don't remember seeing that kind of stuff when I fly. I didn't fly in the 30s, 20s, barely got above 10. But like I've said in the past, I did test the Cessna 172's service ceiling to see if the manufacturer was correct. They were. So, before you try something like that, folks, my big caveat with that, make sure your density altitude is not above where you need oxygen. So, but overall, a fairly decent day out here in the mid-Atlantic region of the United States. As we should be. Well, we still got a couple minutes to our top of climb. Back it down a little bit here, folks. And by always constantly adjusting your power, folks, keeping it to as close as your maximum ITT and torque will allow, does help keep your speed up as we go through hyperspace. And the only way to get that reference, folks, is to have seen Star Wars. All right, and we're through that. I'm sure we'll see it a few more times. Oh no, actually, we're still in it. Right, there's 20,000. One to go, folks. All right, I think that might be better as we roll into this cloud. So, again, hope y'all are having a good week. We're getting ever so closer to Christmas, 21 days away now. So hope you got everything situated, all squared away. So it can help ease the stresses of the holidays, folks. I mean, I get it. There's a lot of things for some people. Just always keep in mind the best known stress reducer in schedules when you feel like you just, oh my gosh, I'm being pulled here, being pulled there, being pulled up, being pulled down. I might even being turned around and upside down a couple times. What's the word? No. No. It's the best scheduler in the world sometimes. You don't have to say it to everything, folks, but boy, a couple of times won't hurt, and it'll allow you the time you need to recharge. So always keep that in mind as we continue on to the location where the first flight occurred with the Wright brothers. All right, let me scoot out here and look at my wings. I've actually not seen the icing effects yet that X-plane touts. So I hope I've seen, well, let me rephrase that. I've not seen it on the wings. I've seen what it did to some aircraft I've flown. Ooh. Matter of fact, I'm half tempted to come down to about 19,000 just to stay out of this. Let me just kind of gaze at any airports on or around. Clear, clear. Well, they're really doing wonders here with the word clear, aren't they? Holy mackerel. I mean, folks, that is not clear skies. If I had one gripe, really, with the weather engine in X-plane, it's all this rain, all these clouds when it says clear. I just don't get the weather engine at all. There's no reason for this. So hopefully once they're done tweaking the performance and all, they get this weather engine showing what it should. Clear sky, folks, is a clear sky. But every METAR in the area, clear, clear. Down here at Newport News, clear. Tappa Hancock, clear. Quinton, clear. I mean, they're all clear. Even if we work from Fredericksburg, clear. I just don't get it. Yes, the weather is moving in, but it's still clear. It did that last night with us here in St. Louis. Clear, till it moved in. Then it was cloudy, and then it moved on. Just, I don't get it. That is why one of those things I'm thinking about, I keep telling you folks, is active sky or the, now I can't remember the name. But anyway, there's another similar type program. Hopefully they help this show better. What METARs show versus what we're getting here. Okay, this I could live with, folks. This is clear. What that was behind us, I have no idea. Anyway, vent tube closed. That would be one of my few problems with X-Plane 12 that I've had. Beyond the normal, one that irritates me, the beacon switch always turning off with brakes. I don't get that one. I just don't. But that one I can live with. The other one just kind of, it's just one of those, if I got a clear sky, why am I raining? So, but anyway, and I'll is it open sky, open earth, something like that? But anyway, that's something I'm thinking about. All right, we've leveled off, and look at our speed. Now we're up to about 180. So let's go ahead, set our props into cruise. And for this flight, let me double check. Meant to click this, sorry folks. 1800 will be our RPMs. So currently, so let's pull back. Let me get this a little bit better. We're going to be coming down. Set them for 1900. All right, folks, there we go. We're going to go into cruise, and hope you enjoy. I was remiss in not putting that up. We're about 22 minutes out, folks. So the good thing, I believe, and I'm going to double check, there are 2 approaches available. For our direction, there is an RNAV. Actually, kind of, sort of not, but we could. I think it comes more off the Elizabeth City VOR. Well, it's, let me read the METAR. Hang on. Now, they have a broken sky at 7,500 feet, 10-mile visibility, but they're not reporting a wind. Okay, so what I plan to do, we're going to come off Norfolk in approximately 35 miles. And fly heading or radial 161. I very well may fly this and bring us in to Kill Devils. There is a VOR. I just noticed that. Go figure. What do you think the name of the VOR is? Fitting. Let's just put it that way. Wright Brothers VOR. It's not there at the airport though, folks. It's about south and west a little bit, probably no more than 10 miles away. The airport is called, where is here? Oh, Dare County Regional. So, yeah, that's kind of funny. So we're going into First Flight Airport there at Kitty Hawk. Oh, I bet you if I'd have said that, that'd have triggered some of you. And then Wright Brothers VOR. That's just, we're going to fly direct Wright Brothers VOR. So let me tune that in over here. We got 1116. Okay, it is not available. Okay. That makes kind of sense. Let's run from... well, probably by Norfolk we should start picking it up. All right, and we'll fly there, loop right in for the runway 3 approach. We have a VOR. Is that the other one? No, both are NAVs. That just, boy, going there and hooking it. Oh, that just might put us right on final. Well, we just might look into that. We're going to fly a visual, folks, just so you're aware. Runway 3, current weather conditions do allow that. Again, we've somewhere picked up rain. I don't know where, how.
687 Island B, go down.
But we have picked up rain in a clear sky. Hey, welcome in. I believe Bad Attitude has joined us. And, on our way to First Flight Airport, North Carolina. This is just, I don't get it. Nice, nice. Well, thanks for stopping in, Bad Attitude. Enjoy your 737 ops. We're going to try and get into where Wilbur and Orville made their first flight. Don't worry, not much better on the East Coast. Although the METARs will tell you different. That's perfect flying weather, man. You're above minimums, you're good. I don't see where the problem is there. Mine says clear and I'm getting crappy weather. Well, you just got to warm it up a couple more degrees there to get rid of the fog. Or get a stronger wind to blow it out into the bay. Let's see, will it show? I didn't even think of that. Kilo Fox Alpha. Oh, things are just not looking that well. There you go, folks. That's what we're looking at. Currently, Norfolk is reporting. Let's see what Norfolk's reporting. I think it's clear. Yep. 10 miles clear, 11 degrees. Where's all this garbage coming from? X-Plane will never know. Because it hasn't been changed. And no clouds reported here. Oh wait, scattered at 42,000. 19,000 or 20,000, few clouds. Nowhere in this is there anything about rain. Yeah, I just don't get it. But, you know, hey, we're still having fun. That's all that matters. And I know it's probably no different than the other ones, so. And I'd like to keep my money, not give it away to Microsoft. I think we just crossed Norfolk. Or are we getting into some turbulence? I think we're getting into some turbulence. Yeah, we just crossed Norfolk. We're 50. Took me aback there for a second, folks. We're 55 miles out. So I am going to begin a nice slow descent to 7,000. Now there's a cool way to do this. Let me zoom in on it first. You can click DSC, and what that'll do is start moving the aircraft down, and then when you're ready, click VS and it'll hold at that location. So let me show you what I said. Okay, we set 7,000. The normal would be altitude select and then go, but if you click descent, altitude select comes on. See your needle coming down pretty gentle. Let's hold up at right there. And it'll bring the nose back up. And if it doesn't, you can do it yourself. There you go. And then, of course, we're going to be watching our speeds. There you go, folks. 50 miles out of first flight. Wilbur and Orville's first flight in the Wright Brother A model. Okay, now we work the torque. A lot of carriers will actually tell pilots, you can come down as fast as you want, don't exceed the barber pole. So we could technically take her down at 210, and that way they keep their speeds up and all of that while they're descending. I'm just going to bring it to about right there. And I might even steepen us depending. But right now I think we're in good shape. How we doing on... we do have the Wright brothers. All right. Okay, Wright brothers looks like about a 164. Okay, I am gonna. Okay, hang on. Before we do a lot of this, click your heading. Make sure you're where you want it to be. Okay, now switch to heading. I know, I set it up different. All right, there we go. And come off the GPS. we're still out of range. I think once we get abreast KONX, we'll be fine. All right. What I want to definitely do is click here. Okay, I'm going to go ahead. Roll us over towards that radial so that once it does come alive, we're good. Matter of fact, I'm going to just check. Oh, not yet. Okay. Keep pressing on. All right, let's go into nav. Okay, we're through 16,000. Set for 29.9. Okay, we are now pretty close to direct. We'll see if we can track it. If we can't, we're still barely within range. Get in a little closer. All right, folks, there you go. We got a layer of clouds to get through, and then we'll be setting up for the approach once we get through them. 14,000 feet, and we're on our way in. Got about 6 minutes, so now would be a good time. I'm going to go ahead and try. Not with that one. Put me a prediction in on this one. Okay, currently we are 25 miles. Anti-ice on. We're ready to go. Alright, descent checks as we approach 10,000 feet. Pressurization set, altimeter set, cabin signs. Okay, on. Windshield and anti-ice power as required. Alright, so cabin signs on. Synchrophasers, we'll get those through the clouds. And getting close. Doing just under 250 right now over the ground, folks. Of course, I could always look here and here to get our over the ground speed 247 and go ahead and steepen my descent just about too close. So I'm starting to get a little nervous coming into at 13 miles out and we're still at 10,000 feet. Okay, for those just tuning in or coming back from lurking, just to give you an idea what we're about to do here. We're going to be shooting the visual into First Flight Airport. We're going to be heading up here to Wright Brothers, VOR. We're going to spin around and come in because I got it. Well, we may actually make it now. But that's where we're going to turn for final. Should be about 5-10 miles out. And by the way, this is just a made-up approach by me. The only charted approach is an RNAV, and we could do it, but you know, I'm going to try and hand fly this best we can. Hey, we're getting close to 8,000 or 7,000. I may go for 5. Anyway, 2 reasons we're coming to this report, and all of it is Mac Air's fault, the airline I'm flying. Okay, it's not really playing nice today. Wow. This is the destination of the month for Millennium Aviation, and secondly, it's where the Wright brothers did their first flight, December of 1903. December 17th, to be exact. However, we're going to do it today. And we'll continue our descent here. And see if it'll play nice over here. Well, folks, we're supposed to be out of the clouds at this point. Par for the course so far today. 8,000 overcast 7,500. No. I'm going to be shocked if we break out. I may actually have to fly the instrument. Okay, we are over it. What I'm gonna do, come off onto heading. Go on about 5 miles, see if getting down to 5,000 will break us out. Otherwise, we may have to clear the weather up to make it even close to what the charts are showing. It's kind of annoying sometimes, folks, how these sims just don't stack up with the real world weather when they claim real world weather. Well, let me rephrase that. Let's find out. Do they claim a real weather download on? So they are claiming it. All right, well, I am going to prepare just in case. Okay. So I got a feeling we're not breaking out of this anytime soon, folks. Minimums are 480 and 1 mile. And all the charts are saying overcast 800, overcast 7,500, 10-mile visibility. We are not getting that. So we're going to change the weather. Hang on a second, folks. Let's apply. Jeez, it's still there. All right, a little better. Let's go ahead and turn inbound. Kind of disappointed in this already. Kind of way disappointed, folks. Appropriate song for the airport we're coming into. First flight. Okay, the needle is being used, folks. Help me with the setup on the runway. I'm gonna go ahead and make my turn to 331. This is where I really am not a huge fan of this. That's why, folks, it gets your head out of the cockpit too much. All right, well, I will take it from here, folks. Up there, hopefully this, I didn't even think to look, it should be there. I am assuming such. All right, let's start setting up. I don't see a runway. should be right about in here, folks. All right. Trim adjustment. All right, let's level off here. Okay, I am gonna aim where it should be. Five-mile final. Laps are now full. Wondering if that's it right there. Or worse, right here. I don't know. We hold up at 500 feet. Just kind of do a circle. Are you kidding me? I gotta land over the monument. Oh no, there's the runway right there. Pretty sure that's it right there. Okay, it's bass backwards. Gotta love it, I think. First flight airport, Ameriflight 572, crosswind, runway 3. Okay, we're going to kill the music while we work our way around. That is definitely a short field, folks. And first flight airport, Ameriflight 572, downwind, runway 3. Now you see why let's get some speed. Way below the blue line. All right, let's see how we're looking. Out here a little ways. Okay, gear, flaps full. Here we go. Goal is not to get below blue line, folks. That's single engine. Okay, there's base. And first flight airport, Ameriflight 572, final for runway 3. Oh, there's a little airport there too. I didn't even see that on the chart. And we'll dogleg it over. Okay.
100.
On a path.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
All right, folks, you gotta love it. We made it. I'll look at the landing here in a second. I must have looked at this airport backwards. All right, welcome in. Yeah, we got to go all the way down. All right, folks, so hope you enjoyed that. That was actually a fun ride, even though the weather was not at all the way it's depicted in any of the METARs I could pull up. Holy mackerel. They had us in the clouds. I don't know where sometimes these flight sims get their real world weather from, because that was so badly off. I mean, we were at 5,000 feet and still in it, and it was saying 7,500 foot ceiling. I don't get it. But anyway, hey, enough of that. So we'll get down here, get her turned around, set up here, and see what we can look at here. And I do have the sounds turned down, so hang on. All right, let's bring back condition levers. No, we didn't even turn on the lights, so nobody even knew we arrived. All right, so we are here, folks. Wow, kind of a thump on the landing I just saw there. But again, right over there, where the monument is, that's where the first flight occurred. When I looked at it on Google Earth, I thought I was looking south to north. Again, X-Plane may have got it wrong. I don't know. Maybe I got it wrong. I'll buy that one more than them. But anyway, we have arrived. Just waiting on things. Things are just not, again, playing nicely. There we go. All right, let's get in the cockpit. And look, the rain's back, and we didn't even call for any. Oh boy. All right, let's just shut this thing down, shall we? Auto ignitions are off, or going to be off. Anti-ice off. Props off. Okay. And continuing on, pitot heats are off. Electrics reduce. Condition levers forward, bleed airs can go off now, so can this. I forgot I set strobes are off, lights are all off, but the navs. And we're just killing the avionics. All right, I think we're good. Let's feather out some props. All right, folks, welcome again to First Flight. We are in a commercial break. We'll be right back here in about 20 seconds. And we'll wrap up this flight and look to maybe another flight. Be thinking amongst yourselves. Put it in the chat room. We'll talk about it again here in about 10 seconds. Where you'd like to see the second flight go. And if folks can only be for about an hour, it can be in the KingAir, or we can switch up to other aircraft. And we were just talking, folks, as you're coming out of the break here. I do have a little bit of time here. We can do a second flight. We could use this plane, or we could switch to a different plane. May have to restart the sim on that, but just for safety. But overall, we'll let you guide where we head. All right, everything's shut off. Hang on a second. Get everything cold and dark in here. All right, there we go. And sim. All right, 311 feet's what Mac Air graciously gave us for that landing. Thank you, guys. Profile, I'm just double checking it's in there because we're not going to fly on any of my airlines. That actually looks pretty good. All right, and sim toolkit here while you all think about it and, blurt it out. What would you like to see here, folks? Another KingAir run, maybe a little better back up to Norfolk. Would you like to see a different aircraft? Let me know. But we landed 399. Here is what we have said. Finish the flight. Okay. It's an hour and 30 minutes, by the way, from DC. Landed at just under 400 feet a minute, 200 or 2.3 Gs, 85 knots. That part's not bad. It just getting it on the ground. We touched down about 300 feet, 430 feet from the threshold, about 8 feet off the center line. Folks, that's really good. You can see how first flight parking is. Well, yeah, I guess I just looked at it wrong, folks. Don't know. Weird. Anyway, numbers look pretty good, so I'm not going to complain too much on this one, folks. If I did, who'd listen? All right, so not seeing any takers. So I think what we'll do, just crank up a second flight. Hang on a second here, folks. Just clearing some things out. All right, so, well, here's some options we have if we're going to stick with the KingAir. Where is it? Norfolk, we know, is approximately 60 miles to the north. I'm kind of thinking that one. Or we could drop down towards Wilmington, Beaufort, Cherry Point area. That's going to be a little more than 100 or so miles away. Or Raleigh, Durham, also. Actually, I know that one. Second. I'll get you the details. It's going to be about an hour ride over to there too. So, really, that was our alternate, by the way, Raleigh. Or, we can just choose to wrap it up. It's your all's call. I was hoping to see maybe someone chime in here. Or we, like I said, can switch up and go to a different airport if we're going back to airliners. All right, well, since I'm not seeing any takers on it, I'm just going to plan out for Norfolk. Just a nice little hop back up the ways there. How about we just fly it at about 7,000 feet? Actually, 6,000 feet. You know what? I know a better aircraft. No, we'll use this one. We need some stick time in it. So hang on with this, folks. Give me a second. Sim Toolkit. Flight planning. All right, so KFFA. To Norfolk. Okay, that'll work. Okay, just filling things in. Runway tree. And I'm not going to worry about that. Auto, we'll do auto on everything else. 2049. Is that where we're at? Wow. Okay, let's go with it. Feel free to join in, folks. We're just going to head up to Norfolk. Looks like our flight plan is just over to Elizabeth City, then straight on up, and then we'll see what kind of weather we have up there to land in. All right. Again, we all know the loadout. We made it. 900 pounds. Oh, we got some cargo. We're going to fly with 1,400 pounds of fuel. And looks like 5,000 feet. I'll take it. That's perfect. All right, so there you have it, folks. Let me get this unloaded. Let's import it in. Wait a minute. I don't think you all are seeing any of this. Doggone it. Meant to show you all of this. Well, we'll go from here. We'll import from SimBrief. Head up here to Norfolk. And runway 3 looks good. Probably runway 5 looks good. We can just do this real quick. Come on. Yeah, we'll do runway 5. Try and get off at Gulf. Come back here to general aviation. All right. So there you have it, folks. That's what we're planning. Hopefully nothing fancy. We can just fly it. Well, we'll fly VOR to VOR. All right, so we're going to need to program ECG. Hang on a second. I'm just going to retune. So we're going KFFA, KORF, and ECG. Right, that makes it pretty simple. Okay, so we'll need 1575 to go direct there. Then we'll come off there on a radial of 005 towards 1690 up here and plan our approach off of it. Okay, that's pretty simple stuff here, folks. I'm just going to keep that handy. I'm putting it over on another screen. And ECG. There we go. That way I can plan it out myself. All right. All right, you guys ready? Let's take a break here real quick while I get the plane turned around. Well, figuratively. There we go. And let's head up to Norfolk. We'll do the same thing. Come on the external power. First thing we got to do is delete current flight plan. So we'll just come down a couple notches. Enter. Okay, come down. Just in case we need the backup. ECG. Elizabeth City, perfect. We're going to put in ORF just as a backup and DME for us. All right, I don't know my alphabet, obviously. All right, so we've got it plugged in, and there you have that. And over here, Okay, and again, I always like to put it in here just, you can see it gives you just a different way of looking at it by default. Instead, I'm just going to put in and we'll just do it that way there. All right, and flight plan. Okay, we are ready to go, folks. Let's tune our VORs and all while we're on the ground, while our passengers take in first flight. 15. And then 1690. Okay. Okay, that looks good. All right, well, we're going to go ahead and shut down the avionics. All right, we are ready to go. Okay. All right, first thing we got to do is load the aircraft. Oh, sorry about that, folks. Had some sneezes. All right, so 900 pounds now. And 1464. Alternate today back to Dulles if we need to. Uh-oh, I don't like that when it does that. Okay, resume flight. Okay, good. All right, let's do it. We've got our weight and balance taken care of. All right, and all we got to do now is start these engines. So cross feed open. Pumps on. Transfer pumps. Okay, props full forward.
Pull up. Line slow up. Line slow. Pull up. Line slow.
Oh wow, I was moving the vent blower. Auto, off, all set. All right, here we go, folks. Okay, there's 20. Okay. Okay, we're ready to start up the left side. Let's get some power on. Okay, generators on. All right. Inverter. All looking good. All right. After start, avionics on. Don't forget, you got to come down here and get the other two pieces. All right. Okay, we're clear. Annunciator test one more time.
Full up.
Instruments checked, readied. All right, we are ready to go, folks. Brakes off, flaps one. With the 3,000-foot runway, folks, yeah, we're going to use a little flap. Hang on a second, folks. Let me check something here. Hey, I'm gonna come on. Okay, we're looking at 6,000 feet. Okay, brakes off. Here we go, folks. Okay. Heat transponder on. Hang on a second, folks. I did it wrong. All right. Now we'll get it right. There we go. All right, and we are ready to go. Brakes off. First flight traffic, Era 572 departing runway 3. I will say this much, folks. I do recommend, one, flying the KingAir. Take a little practice, but it's actually a fun little plane. And two, this is a fun little airport. Okay, condition levers full forward. Ice protection as required. Boost pumps are on. Engine friction set. Flight controls. Are free. Transponders on. Clear for takeoff. And strobes and ignition going. All right. Here we go, folks. Knots. Away we go. Gear up. Okay, we're turning to direct Elizabeth City and then direct Norfolk. Alright, little shaky there, but get that torque on the red line. Alright. There we go, folks. All right, we're on our way. A little bit of a second flight here. Just heading up to Norfolk. I know why, because we're set. Now we're not on real world. And we're getting whatever scattered, what did it call it? VFR scattered. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So we're headed towards Elizabeth City. Then up to Norfolk. A pretty simple flight plan. Get us our heading. Should be intercepting 05. Alright, we are on the autopilot right. Actually, only thing the autopilot's doing is maintaining course we got switch channels here. $45 miles. That doesn't seem right. 10 miles out. There we go. Getting some pretty good speed here, folks. We're doing about 200 across the ground. That's not bad. All right, just about now. Switch into nav, get our intercept. There we go. So we're gonna turn. Elizabeth City 2999. All right, folks, so there you have it. We're on our way to Norfolk and should be on the ground there in about 10, 15 minutes. Again, now would be a good time to set a prediction. I've actually never done it like this, so gonna try. But again, I hope y'all are enjoying, and if you are, hey, if you're not a follower, hey, click that follow button. We'd love for you to follow us. Love for you to be on our next stream, which by tomorrow. By the way, tomorrow's stream, let's kind of not jumble all the words together. We're going to be back in the classic 747-200. We're going to be flying from JFK down to St. Martin. So that ought to be a phenomenal one. More on that in a moment. All right, folks, the followers and viewers will be out of the break here in a moment. Thank you for your subscriptions. We sure appreciate them. And again, I hope you appreciate Twitch's generosity and no commercials for those who subscribe. All right, folks, as we were saying, tomorrow's stream, 747-200 departing JFK, arriving St. Martin. A fun place for everyone to go. Skathos, for those of you in Europe, is that island approach over in Europe. So, yeah, this is the, I'd say original, but I'd be so wrong, I'm sure. So, but anyway, folks, hope you can join us tomorrow. And if you want to find out what we're doing, look below under About. You'll see our flight schedule, at least for this week. Christmas time, for sure, is very difficult to plan multiple weeks. I know some of you out there do. Power to you. Praise God. I can't. It's just too dicey sometimes. So, anyway, we're going to blast on here. We're coming into Norfolk. This will be the terminating landing. Just see if we can't do any better. We did a little better on the takeoff. I'll give myself that, even though we ended up due south, turning back, but center everything here. So we'll give it our best into here, and once we're done here, we'll wrap it up and look forward to seeing you all tomorrow. So, got about 20 miles to Norfolk. So I am just gonna get try to figure out where I want my descent to start. We'll go a little further. Actually, we're gonna start now. My bad. We'll just do it now, down to 3. Kind of a cruise style descent. All right, about 1,000 feet a minute. Back power off just a little. See how that brings us in here. See the airport yet? Try to see the VOR on the airfield. Where is it? It's on the airfield. Okay. My guess would be that's the airport. All right. All right, and we are currently pressing down to 2,000. I finally see the runway. Oh, great. We don't have the trim. So that means we really are hand flying it. Okay. All right, folks. Norfolk traffic, era 572, final 45. Sorry about that, folks. Really missed my trim. All right, we are taxiing in, folks. Nice little short hop we did. After landing, taxi lights on, auto ignitions off. Okay. Sync off. All right. Hey, Matt, how you doing? Welcome in. Oh, that one was even harder, and it felt better. Wow. All right, well, welcome in. I am doing great. Be checking my email here after this flight and see what we got out of Charlietown. I think, you know what? We're just going to park with these guys. Yes, I can. Well, we'll just head on down here. All right, taxi light off. All right, we are in the blocks, and folks, we did not fly with sim or with Oh, okay. We'll have to arrange the scenery file. Okay. I'll be looking for him. No worries. Take your time. Don't get in any hurry on this guy's account. No worries. All right, let's shut this thing down. Okay, pitot heats off, electric and back to low, trims somewhat set. How'd it go down? Don't know. This plane. All right, strobes, get the beacon back on. All right, next. Okay, parking brake transfer pumps. Let's move over here. Off. Nope, not yet. Off. And DC, all right, we're ready to shut them down. Okay, just waiting for the turbine right here at the bottom to get to 10%. Okay, just about there. All right, let's get those boost pumps off. And that's a wrap, folks. All right, I hope y'all enjoyed that little hop over from First Flight Airport, K Fox Alpha. Was a fun little airport. If you ever get a chance, folks, I'd highly recommend that. Cessna, KingAir, Caravan, Baron, those would all be great airplanes for it. I would not try it in a 737. But now that I said it, I'm sure someone out there will. But anyway, folks, it has been a pleasure today. What a flight. Like I said, we came in here, it looked like 400 feet a minute. Let's bring in Sim Toolkit real quick, go over it. 447 feet a minute. Okay, well, let's see where, well, I can see where part of it was. It's just we didn't have the trim again, and I don't know what causes that. So let's finish. Okay. Pull up the flight. There we go. View the details. "58 miles, 35 minutes, and you see the landing rates. Let's see how we did on the runway. Well, how about that? Just a little short of the aiming point. That is right here. Now you have a displaced landing area, meaning you're not supposed to land here, folks. You're supposed to start from the threshold, in this case, going north. Then you have these hash marks every 500 feet. The big ones, approximately 1,000 feet down the runway. We were 10 feet off the center line, which is great. Overall, it's a good flight, good landing. I mean, we had a little bit of autopilot issues, but overall, good flight. Just kind of looking at the airport, getting a looks at it. Okay, we are in the general aviation. I think I went down here. I don't know. Anyway, I'm down in here somewhere. So, but hey, that's cool. All right. All right, folks, we're going to come off here. We are not going to do a replay. We are just going to go ahead and head on out of here and start getting ready for tomorrow's fun flight. So just giving our viewers and followers a chance to get back here from the break. And they should be returning here momentarily. All right, folks, we are not going to do a replay here. We're just going to wrap it up. I hope you all had a great time here. I know I did. 2 flights, not as scatterbrained as normal when I do 2 I kind of had this one in the back of my mind, but if you all chose something, we would have gone with that too. So, all right, so we're going to head out of here, folks, and get tomorrow's flight from JFK to St. Martin into the planning process, get it ready to go so tomorrow we can enjoy the nice little jaunt across the going south over the Atlantic. So for now, folks, enjoy the rest of the night. I hope you're safe, and we'll see you tomorrow. God bless you all, and be kind.